Rafael Nadal has reacted to a new rule being trialed across the 4 Grand Slams that will see the final set format changed for consistency. The Grand Slam board announced on Wednesday that a first to 10-point tiebreak played at 6-6 would be used at the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon and US Open starting from the upcoming edition of Roland Garros, Nadal's most successful tournament where he is a 13-time champion. A new final set format will be trialled at the 4 majors for a full Grand Slam year to ensure consistency across the board. Previously, the Australian Open was the only tournament adopting a first to 10-point tiebreak played at 6-6 in the final set. The French Open saw no final set tiebreak with a match decided by a 2-game advantage, while Wimbledon had a standard first to 7-point tiebreak at 12-12 in the final set, and the US Open had the same tiebreak played at 6-6 in the final set. The Australian Open and Wimbledon had only adopted their formats in 2019, with many believing a 26-24 final set between John Isner and Kevin Anderson in the 2018 Wimbledon semi-final sparked the move, as well as the longest match in history, a 3-day encounter that saw Isner beat Nicolas Mahut 70-68 in the final set of their Wimbledon opener in 2010. And the format changes have proved significant before, with Wimbledon's tiebreak at 12-12 first played in the 2019 men's singles final between Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer, won by the Serb. With the trials set to begin at the very next Grand Slam, the French Open, where Nadal is a 13-time champion and the favourite to go on to extend his record of Grand Slam men's singles titles to 22, the Spaniard was asked for his thoughts on the new final set format that could impact his matches at his favourite tournament. But the world number 4 seemed unbothered by the changes, and admitted that its only impact would likely come at Wimbledon. "Well, I don't care much honestly," he admitted, speaking after his Indian Wells win over Riley Opelka. "I honestly don't have a clear opinion. I am not in favour or not against. I think that's what they decided. Happy with it or not? I don't care." Elaborating on his thoughts, the 21-time major champion continued, "Honestly, I don't think going to make a big difference. I read that everyone going to be the same. In some way that's positive. I don't think in Roland Garros makes a big impact. My opinion, the biggest impact going to be in Wimbledon. Sometimes it's so difficult to break, so the matches become very long. But I don't feel that for Roland Garros change a lot. Okay, yes, can be a few more games, but I don't feel in Roland Garros you going to go normally 22-20. In Wimbledon that can happen." Nadal isn't the only player with thoughts on the new rules, as Taylor Fritz and Grigor Dimitrov also welcomed the changes. "I think it's great," the Bulgarian former world number 3 said. "It gives a better to recover and it evens out the field a little more." Meanwhile, Fritz was sad to see the end of long battles as a fan, but understood why the consistency would be better for the sport and was glad to see a cap on matches as a player himself. "I think it's more exciting probably for the fans to be able to see that match tiebreaker, but I will kind of miss seeing people at 20-20 or like 14-14 in the 5th, and going and watching that. That's just like an absolute battle. I think it does suck for those players, because Therese, like, you're so done for your next match if you have one of those. But it's tradition and I will miss seeing those crazy battles. But it's probably good for fans and good for the players if they want to move forward in the tournament. I think if I find myself in one of those in the future, I'll be pretty happy that they have that rule now."